A very warm welcome in the class of Mathematics 3. Our module is Algebraic Structure, and today our topic is ring and field, the definitions and very basic examples. Myself Rupak Bhattacharjee, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, JIS College of Engineering. So this is a little extension of the idea of group. Why I am talking about little extension, it will be clear after 2 or 3 minutes. But before that, we need the prerequisites of this particular class is as follows. We have the idea of binary operations. We have the idea of commutative property. And we have the overall idea of groups and associated properties of the group. Now, when we are entering in the definition part of the ring, it considers some properties, some claims. Before that, look at this. All along the class, last class, we have taken one set G which is non-empty, and we have linked it with binary operation star, but the number of binary operation linked with it is 1. In this same structure, along with this binary operation, if we want to associate another binary operation, suppose this is star 1 to star 2, then the number of binary operation associated with it will become 2. And at that time, when we are going to write it as G star 1 star 2, what will be the characteristics of this particular structure is the basic part of the evolution of ring. Now technically, when we are going to analyze it, what are the things to be done? So a ring is an ordered triple R plus dot. That means G star 1 star 2, it is not in our hand to write it as G star 2 star 1. No. First operation will be at first position, second operation will be at second position, and R has to be a non-empty set, and plus and dot are two binary operations such that it tells us A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. What does it mean? It means it is associative with respect to first operation plus. It is already binary operation, that means it is closed, but it is also associative with respect to plus. And then A plus B is equal to B plus A, that means it is commutative with respect to the first operation plus. Then it tells us that there exists an element 0 in R such that A plus 0 is A for all A in R, means it gives us the existence of identity element with respect to plus. And similarly, for all A in R, there exists an element minus A in R such that A plus minus A is equal to 0. It gives us the indication that it is nothing but the inverse property for all the elements in R with respect to plus. So what we see up to this This gives us the conclusion that it is nothing but a commutative group with respect to plus. But there are some more properties. A dot B dot C is equal to A dot B dot C. With respect to dot, it was closed because it is a binary operation. But what we are getting from this property, it is associative also. The question is, after that, are we going to get the identity property and inverse property for the second operation? It is not mentioned. That means you can get, you can't. It is not at all important at this moment for the construction of the ring. So what we get, R6 and R7 gives us A dot B plus C is equal to A dot B plus A dot C. It means you are taking the second operation dot, and this dot is distributive over plus. Look at this dot is distributed A dot B plus A dot C. And similarly, if it is B plus C dot A, then it is B dot A plus C dot A. So it is distributive property. If all these properties holds good for the structure R plus dot, then it is called ring. So we can see it in some different manner also. That is, R plus is a commutative group, R dot is a semi group, and dot is distributive over plus. You can keep this definition also in your mind. Now we call 0, that means the additive identity, as the 0 element of the ring. And during this class, actually we are going to follow this. We are generally going to write AB for the composition with respect to the second operation A dot B. We are generally writing A minus B for the composition with respect to A and B inverse with respect to the first operation, that is plus, and we refer this R plus dot as ring R. All time we are not mentioning these properties, these operations. So accordingly, AB plus C will be A dot B plus C. It is just for your example and understanding. Okay. Now, what we see, another definition, that when a ring R is called commutative. So already from the definition, you know that the ring R will be commutative, rather has to be commutative with respect to first operation plus. So if it is not commutative, it will not be a ring. So in ring, first operation commutativity is inherited, but it will be specially termed as commutative ring if it is also commutative with respect to the second operation. It is not mandatory requirement for being a ring, but if it holds true, then that ring is called a commutative ring, and otherwise it is called a non-commutative ring. Okay. So now proceeding further, what we see, we are considering M to Z. It denotes the set of all 2 cross 2 matrices over the ring of integers. It is M for matrix, 2 for 2 cross 2, Z for integers, means all the entries will be integer. And plus and dot denote the usual matrix addition and matrix multiplication. So plus and dot will be the binary operation on M to Z, because you can check it, it will be beneficial for you also. and we can easily show that M2Z plus dot is going to be a ring. Now we can note that this null matrix of order 2 is the additive identity, because you can take any 2 cross 2 matrix and add with this 0 0 0 0, you will get the element unchanged. And for the element ABCD in M2Z, you need something so that the addition of this one with that will give you identity element, that means null matrix of order 2. What will be that? That is minus of ABCD is minus A, minus B, minus C, minus D, because their addition, this one plus ABCD, will give you 0 0 0 0. And finally, what we are checking, that we are taking arbitrarily 2 elements from this M to Z, and we are multiplying in this direction and we are multiplying in this direction, and the resulting 2 matrices are crystal clearly not equal. So that means here AB is equal to BA, this property does not hold. That means it is not a commutative ring. It is a ring, but it is not a commutative ring. Now we are going to learn some very basic ideas, what we know, and up to this class maybe all of us we are believing that it is obvious, but we can prove that. So look at the first result. A second operation, that is dot 0 is equal to 0 dot A is equal to 0. We know that, yes, it is the multiplication with 0, so obviously it will be 0, but we can prove it now with the help of ring concept. Similarly, the next one, A minus B is equal to minus A into B is equal to minus of AB. Similarly, the third one, all are obvious properties, but we have to prove that. So let us proceed. So what we see, that the first property, we can start discussing from this pattern, that A0 plus A0, if we start it from here, we can take A here and 0 plus 0. So 0 plus 0 is 0, so it is A0. Okay. Now what you see, A0 plus A0 is equal to A0. So A0 is 0, because you can cancel it out from A0, the left hand side or right hand side, whatever you can believe, and you can write A0 plus 0 in place of A0. So A0 will be 0. But look at this, how we are doing it. A0 plus A0 is equal to this one is equal to A0. It is already discussed. Now it implies A0 plus minus of A0, what I have stated. That means minus of A0 is added from the right hand side of this equation and it gives you 0. And from associative property, I can change the operation here. That means the first bracket sign is changed. And this is considered first and it gives you 0. So A0 plus 0 equal to 0 means A0 is equal to 0. And all the reasons are clearly stated over here, and please be confident on those reasons, because whenever you are going to represent it, you have to mention all these supporting logics. And what we have proved, that A0 is equal to 0, but in the similar manner we can prove that 0A is equal to 0. So ultimately our job is done for the first property. Now for the second property, third property and fourth property, we are going to use some similar techniques. So for the second problem, we have AB plus A of minus B is equal to, you can take A as common part, so B plus of minus B, and as we know B plus minus B will be 0, so we can write it 0 over here. So we get A0 equal to 0. So if you get AB plus A of minus B is equal to 0, then A of minus B is nothing but minus of AB. And also we can start it from the reverse direction and we get 0. So we can claim that AB plus of A minus B is equal to A of minus B plus AB is 0. So this implies that A of minus B is an additive inverse of AB because we are editing it and we are getting that additive identity is coming. So obviously it will be an additive inverse. And as additive inverse are unique, AB is having additive inverse this one, AB is having additive inverse this one. So A minus B, that means A into of minus B is equal to minus of AB. And similarly you can prove the next result. Using the result of 2, we can think about the result of 3, which is minus A minus B, that is minus of A minus B. And then we can write this A minus B as minus AB, what we have already proved in the second result. We substitute this one and these two minuses are going to give you AB. And finally for the fourth property, where A on B minus C is actually distributed AB minus AC, we can check that because B minus C is B plus of minus C, we can write it, and A B minus C also here we can write it. So after distributing what we get this one, and this can be rearranged as minus AC. So we can write it ultimately AB minus AC. And similarly for the next part of the calculation. Now we are proceeding further, and what we are getting that ultimately we have the R plus is a group, rather we can say it as a commutative group, and we get R dot is a semigroup. Now please follow the sequential cases. If we can add the identity element with respect to dot, then it is called unity. Clear? So what is this? This is nothing but the multiplicative identity. That is, 1 is unity. Then after this, if we can add the inverse exists for all except the zero element, then it will become another structure where R plus is a commutative group, R dot is not only a semigroup, it is having unity over there, that means multiplicative inverse, multiplicative identity exists, and except the zero element, for all non-zero elements we are getting multiplicative inverse also present, and in this case it will be raised up to another mathematical structure which is called field. There are various approaches to make it a field. There are various approaches to prove it a field, but this can be taken as a basic result. So ultimately what we can say, that a ring R with at least two elements is called a field if it is commutative. Obviously, commutative means ring is commutative, means it is commutative with respect to the second operation. The second property is that it has multiplicative identity. And finally, it is such that each non-zero element possesses, means it has multiplicative inverse. Okay. So for example, you can take R plus dot also, because R plus dot is a commutative ring. Dot 1 is present and 1 is the multiplicative identity, and all non-zero elements like 1, 2, 3 all are having its own multiplicative inverse present in the set R. So R plus dot can be termed as, claimed as a field. Now it is the conclusion of this particular module as well as this particular class. So there are some problems given to you. Each and every problem are very important. Please don't skip anyone. And if you feel any issue regarding the solution, you can use Professor Google, as well as you can come to me, you can ask me the question. I'll try my level best to make you understand about these problems. Not only that, if you have any problem outside of this which is related to this discussion, please feel free to contact with me. So I am having these references. I have already mentioned these references in previous lectures also. And finally, I want to thank you all for your kind cooperation in listening all these lectures. Happy listening, happy learning.